can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. We've got game one of the National League Division Series. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the starting on the mound in this one, Ty Rodriguez. What's the scouting report on him? About to get started here for game one. Here's the veteran second baseman. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's one away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Hey!
Swings through that one for strike two. Swings and misses, struck him out. Jackson Merrill next up for the Cardinals. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. Merrill launched a pair of homers in his last game. In the air to left center. And that'll do it. Now the Mets will. And next for New York, Ty Rodriguez. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A two-run homer, and the Mets on the board first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Game one of the division series. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, number 99.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments. Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Base knock right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the left fielder, Truman Lang. Lang went deep in his most recent game. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
I'm sure he's happy after all that production in the last game. I went to the archives for this nugget. You know who has the most 5 RBI games in a single season? Juan Gonzalez with 8 in 1998.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here at Citi Field, and now the Cardinals catcher, Leonardo Bernal. That one's in there. That's strike one.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and he's out at first.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline, beat the throw pretty easily. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Over to Terang. One. On to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Delgado now at the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. This to third. Slings to first in time. Game 1 of the division series. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jackson Merrill.
Hey!
The 0-2. Got him swinging. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. The Mets leading by 5 here in game 1 of the NLDS. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And that one clips the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to. Have a nice tight spin.
Got him looking. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Back here in Queens. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Troy. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up. Rodriguez takes it in for the out. 1 down. He swings and fouls one off. In there at the knees for a strike. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one.
Well, pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball. Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that.
3. Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Rodriguez digging in, nobody on, 2 gone, but this hitter's still dangerous.
Yeah, a swing, a mistake, and suddenly it's a brand new ball game.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Out of here! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 6-0.
Sick first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
Back here at Citi Field, start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Leonardo Bernal. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
On the ground. Throws to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
On the ground to the left. Tosses to first, and that is the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the seventh, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jackson Merrill.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. One away.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate. I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Strike three, struck him out for the third time today. 2 outs, base is empty. Peyton Graham getting ready to hit. Fought off foul. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And now the Mets DH, Ty Rodriguez. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Out towards right center field. And there are 2 outs.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Pitcher challenges. He thought it was a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This is exactly how the home team dreamed they would start this series, Boog. They're winning. They still have their starter out there, and the bullpen is getting rest. You can't ask for much more out of game one. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 3. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Lang now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. The Cards with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of game one. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Out number 2.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled. That hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far. And I really think it's because of that curveball.
Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on here in game 1 of the NLDS. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. David Bednar gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. One down. And now here's the veteran DH, Ty Rodriguez. He's a guy who does it all. High fly ball, right field. Delgado on his way over. He makes the grab. 2 down. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse.
Play made, that ends the inning. Rodriguez, a multi-Cy Young Award winner, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 2 of the NLDS. Oh. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Out of here.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Rodriguez stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack 1 on the board. It's 7-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
So singy as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
Ty Rodriguez up now for the Mets. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot. That's his 5th homer of the series. And the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
3rd game of the division series. So now here's the Mets DH, Ty Rodriguez. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way.
Well, Boog, when you've got power like he does, hitting 2 home runs in the same game feels very doable. Dialed in and making the most of every swing out there.
Rodriguez went off for 2 homers in his last game. Sliced hard but foul. Senja goes 5 feet 11 inches, 29 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving and
step off throw to first, and he's back in there. Runner on the go. In the air, right field. Delgado settles underneath it. Caught, and the runner's dangerously far from first. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Josh Smith will hit next. Double steal. Struck him out looking. Next is the designated hitter, Ty Rodriguez. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one's got a chance. Out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, but he squared it out and knew it was gone.
And next is the designated hitter, Ty Rodriguez. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Corniel goes 6 feet 3 inches, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Man at first, 1 away. Bounce to the left side. Come on. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. big spot here. Bottom of the ninth, down to their final out. Paul Hamlin next up for the Cardinals. Base hit. One run is in. Byers to the plate. The New York Mets take their next step. They're headed to the National League Championship Series.